Welcome back, my dear students. We have studied the Bernoulli's equation for the compressible flow when the process is isothermal. Now we will study when the process is adiabatic. By the law, adiabatic means what? There will be no heat transfer out of the system or to the system. That means heat will not across the crossing the boundary of the system here. That is called as the adiabatic process here. So what is the main law? Law for this adiabatic process is it is PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. This one we know it here now. So what is gamma here now? Gamma is equal to Cp divided by Cv. You know it now. It is the adiabatic exponent or adiabatic constant. What we call this gamma here now. Gamma per air is usually 1.4 something. That air. That is a constant for air at a particular NTP conditions here. So now I will make it some simplification here now. So as we know, this is a specific volume is equal to 1 by rho. We know it here now. Just I will replace this V in terms of density here now, because we have to study that variation of the density here. P, this is 1 by rho raised to gamma is equal to C2. I will call it as a C2 here now, because C is taken here, C1 is for isothermal, C2 I am taking here. So therefore it is C2 here. So next here I will make it this one now density is equal to. So therefore here, so it is P here 1 divided by it is a rho raised to gamma is equal to C2 here now. So I will take this rho raised to gamma this side here now at RHS here. So this is equal to this one P divided by C2 here. P divided by that is a C2 here in this case. It is taken this side, C2 is taken this side here. So I need this rho here, density here. Rho is equal to what I will do? Whole raised to powers divided by gamma. If I done, I will get a rho here. Then next one is this is P divided by C2 raised to it is 1 divided by gamma here. This equation what I am writing here now, this is rho is equal to this one. Next is what here now? This term has to change here. So therefore here the integration of it is dP divided by rho. This one how it is changing here now. So this one rho is the value I will substitute. This rho value I will substitute it here now. So how this will that differs here now. See here. So this is by it is dP is as it is here dP divided by P divided by C2 raised to 1 divided by gamma here. So next again simplify it here now. So it is 1 divided by C2 raised to 1 by gamma is there. It is a constant one here now total, because gamma is a constant, C2 is also constant here. So therefore if I take if I write in another form of this equation here now, C2 raised to 1 divided by gamma into dP divided by it is P raised to 1 divided by gamma. So this one simplification here now. So next I will continue here the same derivation here. So next here how it is changing here now. So C2 raised to 1 by C2 raised to it is 1 by gamma. I will take it out from the integral symbol. Why? Because that is constant here. So next what I will do? So what I am getting here now, 1 by rho raised to 1 by gamma here now. If I take rho raised to 1 by gamma in the numerator here now, so it will becomes minus here now. So therefore this will becomes here now, it is P raised to minus 1 by gamma into dP here. Now we can integrate it very easily, because we are getting the P term here now and we are integrating with respect to dP here now. Yes, it is possible to integrate here now. Now this is C2 is equal to, I will see afterwards. So it is equal to C2 raised to 1 divided by gamma here. So next it is the integration of P raised to 1 minus 1 divided by gamma is what here now? It is what here? The plus 1 has to be taken for the exponent here. It is plus 1 if I taken 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. So therefore this will becomes here now integration here. This is 1 minus 1 divided by gamma divided by, it is same, it comes here now, 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. This is that equation what we are getting here in this case here. Again we can simplify it here now. So therefore if I simplify it here, so this is equal to C2 raised to 1 by gamma, I will write as it is here. So next I can write here now, taking a LCM here, it is and taking like this, gamma divided by gamma minus 1, this is the one term we are getting, and P raised to, it is 1 minus 1 divided by, that is gamma here. So next C2 is equal to, we know it that C2 is equal to already we have taken here now, that is C2 is equal to, just I will see here, write it here now, C2 is equal to, it is P divided by rho raised to gamma here now, this one. So this one I will substitute here, already it is taken, so you will substitute here. So therefore this is equal to, that is C2 is P divided by rho raised to gamma raised to 1 divided by gamma into, it is gamma divided by gamma minus 1 here now, into P raised to here, P raised to 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. So again simply I can simplify it here now. So it is after that simplification what I am getting here now, it is P raised to 1 divided by gamma, this gamma will get cancelled, divided by rho will comes here now, into gamma divided by gamma minus 1 here, into, this is P raised to 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. So again I can simplify it here now. So if I simplify it here, this one here it is P raised to 1 divided by gamma here it is P raised to 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. What will happen here now? Here this is equal to P raised to here 1 divided by gamma, and this one, this exponent, this one here now, it is plus 1 minus 1 divided by gamma here, this is about T, and this is divided by rho, and into what here now, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 here. So next what happens here, next again simplify it here now, this is 1 divided by gamma, 1 divided by gamma will get cancelled here now. So therefore this is equal to P divided by rho gamma divided by gamma minus 1. This is what we are getting, this term. This is the term what we are getting here now. If I substitute this one in equation number 1, so substitute in equation 1 here, what I am getting here now, it is, I will write here, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into P divided by rho here, and as it is here, P square divided by 2 plus it is Gz is equal to constant. So divide by G, if I divide by G here, if I done it here, what I am getting here now, P divided by rho G, P divided by rho G, P divided by rho G is a term normal Bernoulli equation, but here it will multiplies with the gamma divided by gamma minus 1 term will multiply. Then others are same here now. It is P square divided by 2G plus Z is equal to constant. This is the relation, this is the Bernoulli's equation for compressible flow when the process is adiabatic. What is the difference between adiabatic and isothermal here? P by rho G, P by rho G. In both the cases it is same. One multiplication factor is taking place here now. For adiabatic process, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 term will be multiplied with that P by rho G. But in case of the isothermal process, P by rho, but not P by rho G, there is a ln of P will comes in case of the isothermal process. So next, this is for the Bernoulli's equation here, how it is changes for the compressible flow here. So next one is that continuity equation will changes, we have to see here. For one dimensional, that is continuity equation. One dimensional continuity equation is there. What is one dimensional continuity equation here now? That is rho mass. It is the conservation of mass. It is nothing but a conservation of mass here. This conservation of mass means this is rho into V is constant. Means rho is kg per meter cube here, and P means it is the volume here, volume meter cube here, meter cube. Kg is a mass. Mass will be remains constant. That is a conservation of law for a one-dimensional continuity equation here now. So what I will do here now, here in this case it is not incompressible, it is a compressible flow. The density is also changing here now. So what I will do, I will differentiate this equation. So I will differentiate this equation by the chain rule. Rho into dV, I will keep rho constant, then dV, plus phi I will keep it constant, then it is d rho, and the differentiation of constant is 0 here now. So therefore I will make it this term as it is in another form here. So rho into dV, I will take this one, this total term that side here. This is equal to minus p into d rho here. So therefore it is dV divided by p is equal to minus here d rho divided by rho here. So this is the equation what we are getting here now. What this equation is telling here now? The equation is telling the change of volume dV is the change of volume is related with the change of the density in a negative manner. Means what? If the density increases, if the density is increases, that volume will be decreased. Means what here now? If the volume is decreases, if we compressed here now, that is compressed here now, density will be increases. Volume decreases, density will be increases. What it is that equation is telling. If it is for a 1D continuity equation. If it is 3D continuity equation, in case of the 3D, it is a continuity equation. We can write it here now for unsteady flow. Unsteady flow here now. Here, what is this one now? The unsteady flow, that continuity equation is d rho divided by dt plus it is rho u divided by dou x. Here rho I am not taking outside. Why? Because the density is also varying for the compressible flow here now. Plus here dou rho v divided by it is dou y plus it is dou rho w divided by dou z is equal to 0. This is what? This is the three-dimensional continuity equation for the compressible flow here. That is for compressible flow. For it is for unsteady flow. If it is for a steady flow here, for steady flow here, d rho divided by dt is equal to 0. Why? Because any property it will not changing with respect to the time. Then it is not changing means it is steady flow. Changing means it is an unsteady flow here. This is about three-dimensional continuity equation for the compressible flow. Density is inside the bracket here now. We cannot take it out because the density is varying here. So therefore this is about the 3D continuity equation. Now I will stop this video here. I will take in the next video lecture, that is the velocity of sound, a very important relation we will derive. Thank you very much.